In today's video, we're going to be going over the Timeless Ti-95 Open Comb by Timeless Razors that's made in the United States. Happy July 4th. Our Independence Day, it's the 250th year. So that's what we're celebrating this year in the United States. And I figure I might as well whip out the best American-made razor. As you can see, you can get them personalized up here with your name, your channel, whatever, a little saying. So that's always nice. But what this one is, everyone always asks. So my base plate and the top cap are titanium, and the handle is stainless steel because I like a little weight to it. With its compact size, like here's a Henson, you can see it's a little compact. I like it. It's got a fat grip on it. If you got big, burly hands like I do, you're gonna love this. It's gonna fit in your hands great. Some new products by Ariana and Evans. This one smells great. The cool thing is it's got like a wax and then it's stamped like it was heated. Like, in the old days, how they used to do letters and put their seal on it. So that seal is really cool. Nice little added touch, Peter. Congratulations on that. Another American-made product, Timeless Razors adjustable shaving brush. So what this does is you can take this off. You get collets from 28 down to, I think, 19 or something like that. So anyhow, so all you have to do is buy the knots instead of buying everything with the handle as well. So it saves you a lot of money in the long run. And this is the G5C knot. It's one of my favorite knots. I've used this knot for over a year now, so you can see how nice it really is. And comparing it to another one of my favorites, the Simpson T3 knot. See, the T3 is a ball knot, and this is a fan knot. But they both, you put them both on your face and crush them. I just drench my synthetic knot, kind of wring it out because I don't want it, I don't want to masquerade it in my, shave den. So this one's got a great smell to it. Now this is one of the older, jars. It's smaller. If you remember in last week's video, I compared the size difference. So just grabbing this, and man, there's so much in here. It says 7 fluid ounces, but I gotta tell you, there's more than 7 in there. It's all the way to the top. That's one thing people need to look at when they're buying stuff on Amazon or anywhere. How many ounces are you getting? So what are you paying per ounce? Because a lot of people will only give you like 3 ounces, but charge you $20, where in reality you're paying more for that product. Just FYI, I always look at that when I'm purchasing anything in volume or by volume. So now I just break the backbone and start creating a lather with this. And I have noticed, and a couple people have mentioned that Peter has changed his formula a little bit, and it takes a little more water. So I noticed in last week's shave, the face shave, I didn't apply enough water. A little dry. So I look for a yogurt-like finish. So I'm going to let this sit on my face. I'm going to build it back up once I load this razor. So this is a 3-piece razor. Again, my handle is stainless steel. The base plate is an open comb Ti-95 made out of titanium, and so is the top cap. This year, so far, gem blades, they're my new baseline blade. I think these are sharper than feathers. Actually, I don't think, I know they are. And they're just super smooth. So if you have a mild razor and you're looking for, a sharper blade and the feather didn't work for you, or you've been using feather blades, try these gem blades, bro. You're going to love them. So just loading this back up. Nice saying is with Timeless razors, They always lock up correctly. Now there is a little bit of a tab that sticks out here on the side. If you're aware of it, it's not a big deal. I mean, I have never cut myself on the sides of here, but I mean, I can use a Rockwell 6C or a 6S and not cut my ears when I'm shaving my head either, because I'm aware of it. And, you know, it's not a big deal if you're aware of it. But another cool thing with the timeless razors, they do make an aluminum slant that, in my opinion, is the best slant you can buy. And the cool thing with it, it doesn't cost a fortune. So if you want to just experience timeless razors and what they have to offer, oh yeah, that's getting good there. Actually, I have it sitting here. The slant razor is a great option. Again, it has a big handle. I mean, they took all that in consideration when they were engineering their razors. Cool thing is, anything stainless steel or made out of titanium is EDM'd manufacturing, which is the best, most precise machining you can get. So, as everyone knows, this is one of my favorite razors. I don't deny that. It's a little on the pricey side, though. I'll leave links down below so you can, you know, track and build your own. But yeah, they're a little on the pricey side, but they're well worth it. I am working with 5 days of growth, so I got quite a bit. Well, it's been a while since I shaved with this razor. This is one of those razors that it could be one and done. I mean, it's that good. Let's stay away from down here because I'm going to do a little something different today. Might as well finish up down here. Now notice I'm not flinging my wrist here. I'm trying to maintain that angle all the way through. Very important, even for me now. I mean, I still fling it sometimes and I get irritation. Okay, good pass. Other side. Yeah, it's just super smooth. Even though it's an open comb, it's amazing. It really is. If you own this razor, comment down below because, man, and tell us what you think about it because, wow, it's so good. At least for me. Okay. All right. Now detailing. You notice I take half the razor, right? Put it up underneath my lip here and let the other half, the top half, ride my upper lip. Best way I found to do your lower lip. Okay. Trying to get this a little longer, but and then thinner, you know, like the hairs, like kind of trim it or fade it into a little Fu Manchu. That's what I'm going for. I'm just going to go back in here. Face is super wet. Okay. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to steal all of the shaving cream that's in my shave brush. and just apply it thicker to my face. There's no reason for me to go back in and build up a huge lather. It's not important at this point. So just rinse that off. I'll hang that up. We'll call that good. All right, across the grain. Yeah, this thing's a winner. Now, I do go against the grain on my lower neck on my second pass. I do a variation of a 2-pass shave. And I've got some, like, pimples and shit down here. I have a cross I wear all the time, and since I'm sweating so much, it's just creating a lot of irritation on my neck because it's so sensitive, so I had to take that off. Not sure where that's going to end yet. But yeah, it's good. Okay. Some stragglers down here I want to get. Yeah, that's good. All right. So I'm going to go across the grain. My upper lip. Yeah, the soap's so good. It's really good. All right, so let me see what I'm going to do here. Okay, where's that line at? Right there. Okay. Yep. Okay. That looks... Yeah. All right. Now I'm going to switch to cold water. This is the Ohio Shaves post-shave routine. I didn't name this. All the subscribers did. And you know what? It's pretty cool. I mean, I'm one of the few people that do it this way. And I've stuck with it over the years. And it's really helped out my skin a ton. So I rinse all the shaving soap off. And with the Ariana and Evans, you gotta wash your face a little bit more than you would a different shaving soap because it's super slick. So I'm just going in with an alum block right now. This is gonna help close the pores. If I got a little tight or I got a weeper or a little cut, it's gonna close it. Kind of like a septic pen, but it has other benefits as well. I recommend these over septic pens. I got a little tingle down here. Maybe a little bit around my lips. Again, that upper lip I haven't shaved forever, and I'm trying to get, a technique down for it. So I basically just rub this till the stinging stops, and when it stops, I'm done. Then I rinse that off with cold water. It doesn't take much to rinse that off, but you got to be careful and not get any of it in your eyes. It's going to sting like salt, and if you don't rinse it off, you're going to have like a chalky residue on your face like you would if you took a salt bath. Same difference. You got to rinse off. All right, so now we go on with the number one product, which is Thayer's. This stuff's phenomenal. Even if you haven't switched to shaving with a safety razor or a straight razor or a single edge, you want to do this post-shave routine, especially the Thayer's. If you're a bald guy, you're going to love it for your bald head. I put this stuff on every single day on my head. Well, in my face. Hell, I'm here. All right. Goes on super wet, and you can just feel it on your face. I mean, it's hydrating, very good. And then we're going to go in with the new Splash. What a great bottle. I mean, this bottle's huge. Here's their normal bottle. compared to this bottle. All right, so shook that up a little bit. I'm just going to take some of this. Ooh, oh, it's got a little insert in there for shipping. It's milky. Wow. Wow, probably shouldn't have put that on top just because I'm going out tonight. It's hot as hell outside, going to a concert, so I might rinse that off because I don't want that seeping into my eyes later on tonight. What can I say? Ariana and Evans, great products. You can't miss with any of them. Everyone always asks, what's your favorite scent? Honestly, I have never tried a scent of his that I didn't like. So in the comments below, what's your favorite scent? Let us know. And have you tried this new one? But the Timeless Razor, bro, you haven't tried this. You want something with great engineering. Now you're going to pay for it, but if you want the best, this is one of them, brother. It is so good. Well, thank you guys for watching. Have a fantastic Independence Day weekend, and I will see you next Sunday at 11 a.m. Come on, America.